guys, and welcome back to Caterpillar Cross Stitch. In today's video I'm going to show you a quick and easy method for mounting your finished cross stitch piece. This is something I get asked about quite often, and I know there are lots of different methods out there, but this is just a method that's worked best for me to finish off nicely the cross stitch piece once it's done, ready to either frame or display in some other way. I'll be showing you how I finished off and mounted this cross stitch piece, which is called Enjoy the Ride. If you're new around here, then please do click the red button below to subscribe to this channel so that you can catch new videos regularly all about cross stitch, and don't forget to hit the bell as well down below, which means that you'll get a notification when a new video goes up so that you won't ever miss any. And if you enjoy this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and also leave me a note in the comments if you've got any questions at all, or tips, tricks or advice for other cross stitchers about mounting finished pieces. So these are the things that you'll need to get going. Obviously your finished cross stitch piece, ironing board and iron. You'll need your foam board. This is 5mm thick foam board, which I just got from eBay. A ruler, pencil, variety of masking tapes, different widths, a measuring tape and scissors, and your pins. I use glass head pins. I'll show you these here. So first things first, I always like to wash my pieces before mounting them, and I will link down below the tutorial where I show you how I do that. And then I iron them just to make sure they're really crisp and flat and nice, ready to mount. Then I get the foam board and position the cross stitch piece on top of this just to figure out what kind of a size I want, and measure around the edge. So I think here I've got about a 3cm edge between the side of the cross stitch piece and the edge of the mount board. And then this mount board is a little bit too big, so I'm just measuring down the side, and then I'm just scoring that down with the scissors, and then it should be quite easy to then break that off. I've also used some sandpaper here just in case there's some rough edges, and also I do find it easier if you go around the corners a little bit with the sandpaper, because it makes it easier to then wrap the fabric around when you're finishing it off. I then position the cross stitch piece on top of the board and then make sure that it's central. You can always change it later on, but you don't really want to mess with it too much. So if you can get it in the right position to start off with, then all the better. So I always start with the center top point and then just pin the top central point, and then I always flip it over and do the bottom central point straight afterwards. So you know you've got that first point done, and then you can work outwards from there. I then tend to do the opposite ends, so the two sides if you like, and pin those centrally as well, and then just go along all of the edges to make sure that it's all neat and that the tension is consistent all the way around. With these boxes of pins you do get a variety of colours, so if possible I do like to pick out the colours of the pins that go best with the piece itself, so that if you then see the pins it kind of all ties in. And then once that's finished, I then masking tape the back. I tend to use a thicker piece along the main edges and then thinner pieces when I'm doing the corners, because you don't want the masking tape to show over the corners when it's finished. So I stick this down on the fabric and then just pull it up slightly to stick it to the back of the mount board. Do that on all of the edges, and then when it comes to the corners you might need to trim off a little bit of fabric. Don't trim off too much because you don't want it to show in the corner, but sometimes there's just a bit too much and it gets a bit bulky to fold over. So trim it off if necessary, and then I just fold it right in as if you're wrapping a present. Fold it in, one piece over the top, and then just tape that on really nicely on the corner. So all the way along I like to just double check from the front that it is still even, it hasn't shifted at all, and you've still got an even border around the edge. And then when you finish taping everything up, you should have all of your pins in, all of your masking tape at the back, no loose ends or anything hanging off. You might want to trim off any loose threads if there are any, and then your piece is finished. So you can either go on and frame this or just display it on a stand, however you like really. But there's my quick and easy tutorial how I mount my finished cross stitch pieces. Thank you so much for watching guys. Please don't forget to subscribe below to see more soon, and I'll see you next time. Bye!